Splatoon 3 is a hot button topic, and I'm here to discuss and give you guys my feelings about the Splatfest and what I'm thinking about Splatoon 3 so far, even though the game hasn't released yet. Comes out September 9th. And I just want to give you all my opinions so far because y'all want to know apparently, so let's do this. And I just want to start this off by saying I was very much impressed with what I experienced in the Splatfest. It was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed the presentation. I really liked to see how vibrant the city came to life, and just seeing the displays and the artwork and just everything about that was fun. It's one of the things I love most about Splatoon. I just really love the Splatfest. It's something I always look forward to, and it's not even necessarily the parts where I go into the action, I go into the turf wars, I try to fight for whichever team I'm representing. No, it's just the environment, the atmosphere is what I really enjoy the most about these things, and I have to say they once again just nailed that atmosphere. When it comes to the gunplay and the overall experience, I mean, it's Splatoon. I've been around since the original. I actually bought the original on day one and played the original on day one, which is crazy to think that was, what, 8 years ago, almost 7 years ago? It's crazy how fast the time can go by. But I was there in the trenches at the beginning when the game was at a bare minimum, and to see just how much Splatoon has come and grown as an IP, it's a pretty cool feeling. Now, I see a lot of people complaining that Splatoon 3 is a lot like Splatoon 2 in terms of the campaign and what is offered. Like Salmon Run, for example, they did minimal changes. The campaign looks to be another tutorial-based campaign. And of course, like I said, the gunplay is exactly going to feel like Splatoon 2 because it's kind of, you know, Splatoon. And I just want to say that criticism is 100% understandable, and we shouldn't be mad when people voice this. A lot of people just want to see Splatoon be the best IP it can be, and I can sympathize with that, I really can. Having said that, I'm not necessarily expecting too much in terms of growth in Splatoon 3. What I am expecting, though, and this is what I'm looking forward to, is the fact that they announced 2 whole years of content updates. So there could be some serious changes. For example, there could be another ranked mode added in. They could do something else other than just standard turf war as the standard mode. They could have capture the flag, for example, just naming one thing, come into play. Maybe you can play the ranked modes in casual play soon. Salmon Run can get massive improvements. I mean, there's a lot of potential here. When I see that they are committed to giving us 2 years of free content updates, I can't help it. It puts a smile on my face, you know what I'm saying? And the base game that they're offering right now, worth $60 in my opinion. Yes, I would have liked a more fleshed out campaign, and I can't judge it. It hasn't come out yet. For all we know, it might be tutorial based, but it might also be very invigorating and have some awesome moments and just be much better than Splatoon 2. We can't judge it because we don't know it yet, but all the same, you're still getting a lot for what you pay for here. Now, when it comes to the way they handled the Splatfest and the way they had the new turf war where it was 1v2 essentially, I saw a lot of people have some gripes with it, and I definitely agree there definitely needs to be some sort of adjustments made, but that's exactly why they have these demos and they have these ideas and concepts that they're letting us try out before the game releases. This will give Nintendo an opportunity to tweak it, to improve upon it. I wish I had some gameplay of it, but alas, I did not have time to record it when it came out. I was downstairs taking care of my baby boy. That's life. Welcome to being a dad. But all the same, I really like the concept, and I hope they continue to try and improve it and to come up with unique and creative ways. One thing that I would personally love to see is to see a 1v1v1. All 3 teams, one big old gigantic map, and you just try to take over the center and just have everybody go into it like a bloodbath. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. And you never know, like I said, 2 years of content updates, they could make that happen. I love the concept, though, of having 3 teams in a turf war. This is something big. I think this could be the future of Splatoon going forward. I'm hoping to see more of it than just in Splatfest, but I like what I'm seeing so far. There were also 2 unique weapons introduced into the Splatfest. You have the bow and arrow and the Splatana, and I have to just say I am not a fan of either, mainly because I just suck with them. The Splatana I did better with once I got used to it, but it was difficult to really grasp like how this is going to be effective. I couldn't see myself using this, for example, in any of the ranked modes, and I definitely couldn't see it in Turf War. I like to play with guns that cover turf really well in Turf War, and this is just not a cover weapon at all. And then when it comes to ranked modes, I just feel like there's better long-range weapons, better mid-range weapons, better short-range weapons than what they were giving us here. They're really cool concepts, and hey, maybe down the line somebody will be able to just show us how it's done and have the blueprint on it, and it will be a main competitive type of weapon. I'm very much not the most competitive, so just bear in mind, I can't see it, but I'm certain somebody else has and is rocking with it, and I am happy for you. Please give me some tips on how to rock these weapons, because I was hot garbage. Like, I just suck with these ones. And then the last thing I want to talk about are the customization options. I really love being able to customize my little chum and my character, and I just can't wait for this. I can't wait to see all of the availabilities they're going to have for this. I don't know why. I don't usually get into customizations, but there's just something about being an inkling or whatever that just makes it appealing. There's just so much. And you know, once again, with 2 years of content updates, just think about all the possibilities you're going to have at your disposal. We're talking hundreds, if not thousands, of customization options, and I'm really looking forward to seeing all of the things that people have come up with and being able to customize your locker in the future, and just, it's going to be a ton of fun, is what I'm really trying to get at here. So what did I think of the Splatfest overall? I was immensely impressed. I really enjoyed it. It was exactly what I expected it to be. I expected it to play very similar, almost identical to Splatoon 2 in terms of combat and gunplay, and then I wanted to see what new twists and turns they were going to provide for us, which they did. If this is what I have to look forward to in terms of what to expect in Splatoon 3, I'm on board. I think it's going to be a tremendous game. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think if you've never played a Splatoon game before, this is the best time to get in. Get in day one. Come play with all of us. It's a ton of fun. You don't have to take it serious if you don't want to, and it's just going to be an awesome time. I really think Nintendo is making a great sequel to Splatoon 2. And sometimes, you know, like people say, minimal updates and minimal improvements are sometimes some of the biggest improvements, and I agree with that. I think Splatoon 2 really set the groundwork for what Splatoon 3 needs, and now Splatoon 3 can just do more minor tweaks and continue to improve the formula and just make the overall gaming experience better for the consumer. And that's it, everybody. Those are my honest opinions and my thoughts about the Splatfest and what Splatoon 3 is going to be like. I'm really looking forward to the game. I am very stoked. I have it on my calendar. I'm counting down the days, man. I'm counting down the days. September 9th just can't get here soon enough. But let me know what you guys think. Did you enjoy the Splatfest? Did your team win? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. And if you're interested in checking out more Splatoon content, I'm going to be hitting it hard in September, so I would love it if you could join me. If not, hey, no hard feelings. I am Bradley Overrated, out like a trout, and I will see you guys on the next video.